welcome to my channel and to today's video. So today I'm going to be trying out some of the Morphe brow products. Well, not trying them out because I have actually tried them once before, but I'm going to be just demoing and reviewing them as I go. So as you'll see, my brows are pretty thin and I can get like a nice decent fluffy brow look out of these products. Also just want to say that I do my brows before I do the rest of my makeup, just because I like to put onto a nice clean base, because I feel like sometimes brow products can kind of get messy when they're on top of foundation and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be starting with the brows and then I'll quickly do the rest of my makeup so you can see like the finished look. So some of the products we've got here, we've got a brow powder, a brow pencil, a brow setting gel and also a highlighter stick, which goes really nicely under the arch. So I'm going to start, I know this is a brow setting gel, but I'm going to start by just spiking it up with the gel. Just like so. So I'm just going to kind of fluff them up and then wait for them to dry. So I've kind of stood the hairs right up. When the gel starts to dry a bit, I will just kind of brush them off to the side just to tame them a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to leave them and let them go a bit sticky. And then once that brow gel has just gone a bit tacky, you can kind of just like maneuver the brow hairs and just kind of put them in place to where you want them. So I've just grabbed a random spoolie brush. This has actually got a little bit of soap left in it from when I done it yesterday. But yeah, you can kind of just move them around to the side. Obviously, if you're wanting like a super fluffy brow look and you want them to stay up, you're going to have to use some like soap or some, I use this sometimes to get them to stay up like really upright. But yeah, this is kind of the base for the shape. So next I'm going to take the brow pencil. Let me just take this out of the box. So one side of the pencil has a little spoolie, which I tend, sorry, this light is actually so bright, it's like blinding me. I haven't used that side of it, so I tend just to use like a random spare one. And then the other side is just a little angled pencil. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and underline my brows for some shape, and then we're going to move on to the brow powder. I've just gone ahead and underlined that brow. As you'll see, this is a very soft brow pencil. If I wanted like more of a dramatic look, I could probably go like up a shade or use like a brow pomade, but this is like a soft fluffy brow look. So yeah, I'm just gonna very lightly underline the brows. I'll go ahead and quickly do the other one. So I've just gone ahead and underlined both of the brows. I did have to go over quite a few times because the pencil just wasn't coming out properly. I don't know if it's because I've got moisturiser on, but it feels like it's dried down like pretty much. So I'd expect it to come out a bit better than it did. But yeah, it's done the job. I'd just say this is more like of a really light fluffy brow look rather than, you know, like a dramatic fluffy brow. So just bear that in mind. So next, to add in some realistic brush hair strokes, is this brow powder, and I'm actually really impressed with this powder, by the way. Just taking a super thin brush. So this is an Anastasia number 12 brush, and I honestly feel like this gives the most realistic like hair strokes. So yeah, I'm just going to take a generous amount of the powder onto the brush, and then you can just go ahead and start to add your lines. So I've just gone ahead and filled that brow in with the powder, and it's filled it really well, and it does create some really nice like brow hair strokes at the start of the brow. So as I said earlier, this would be more of like a naturally fluffy brow look, so I haven't gone in with like dramatic hair strokes and lines and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too keen on the pencil, but the brow powder is like a definite, like I would definitely use this. I'd even mix it with like the brow pomade and just like create different brow looks. It's just like a really nice product. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly mimic this on the other side and then put the rest of my makeup on so we can see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I've just added all the rest of my makeup on top. I did just, like, you know that little line I first done with the pencil, I did actually go over that with the brow powder just to deepen it up a little bit, because after I put my foundation on, that line kind of just like faded away just a tiny bit. But yeah, this whole brow is practically made up of just brow gel and powder. I'm actually so impressed with that powder. I would definitely be using it again. So just for the last step now, I'm going to add a bit of highlighter under my arch. I honestly think this makes such a difference. Like, it really does catch the sun, and it just, yeah, it just looks really nice, and I think it defines the brow just that little bit more. So this is the highlighter stick in the shade So Worth It. I have used this before, but I'm just going to take it literally just under the highest point there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's so pretty. Like, when the light hits it, it's honestly so nice. And I could also take it down my nose, but I've already put a considerable amount of highlight down my nose. So yeah. We'll just finish this little brow off, and then that is the look done. Obviously, if you've got any questions, then just ask me in the comments. Please do subscribe to my channel. Check me out on TikTok and Instagram, and I will see you in the next video.